na sa plane crash ni be make sure say Mahama yebeku no me akosu adolof na meka Mahama yebeku no akoni biem na ono de kokoo boto na yede ni behyem do Mahama kokoo boto ene yede ni behyem ni akyekera no ne ato atwe.
John Mahama is Ghana's 5th chance. If you didn't know, he's got the chance no one in Ghana's history has ever had, to be kicked out and be brought back in with an overwhelming support. That is a massive chance. He has a real opportunity to correct most of our wrongs and make concrete changes that can drive the economic development at a pace never seen before in this country. But would he survive to live up to the expectations placed on him? Ladies and gentlemen, one thing I know for certain is to every great opportunity is a great obstacle. If the president will live to see the end of his term in office, his handlers will have to buy into what he's about and not be compromised at any point in time. He is a state property, if you didn't know. He is the responsibility of the state. Therefore, whether a portion of the people hate him or wish him evil, it doesn't affect what the majority of the people decided in the elections. He must live and be successful for the purpose of we the people. We the people do not care who gets the job done. We do not care the party that gets the job done. I repeat. That's why at one point we voted for the past administration and now this administration. The job must be done ultimately for the people. And for that reason, ladies and gentlemen, the security structures, all the apparatus in the country must work together to protect the interests of this country. It is in the interest of this country to have a president stay in office to complete his term. So it's important we make the right choices in who leads us, because once that decision is made, there is no point in pulling out arms, ladies and gentlemen. Ghana cannot be thrown into chaos by any group of people for any reason. We cannot see a coup in this country. We do not need a coup. We need an environment that breeds quality leadership at every level of management in this country, or else the people you are going to fight for will end up being worse than the ones you removed. Ladies and gentlemen, unless of course you hate the man so much that you don't care whoever replaces him so long as he's gone. But that cannot be allowed to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Ghana has no time looking back for any reason. The coup days are over. Get it straight in your head. If you are a Ghanaian and you feel strongly that this president isn't good for Ghana and for that reason should be removed, this is what I have to say to you. I have a question for you. Tell us why he is not. Because for all the people who seem dissatisfied with the performance of the current administration, they don't really provide us with any good reasons. Tell us why he's not. Let me give you my personal take on this, if you care to know. I am dissatisfied with the performance of John Mahama, and my reasons are as follows. I believe in state farms, I believe in state mining company, and I believe in state construction company. I've said this time and again on this platform. I believe that will be Ghana's route to master how to develop on our own through these enterprises. And I believe we have more than capable indigenous companies to run these enterprises on behalf of the state, even if the state finds it burdensome. But that's just my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. That does not warrant me to want to remove the president or see him die. If that's how you feel, whether about this president or any other president in Ghana or in Ghana's history, you are a threat to national security. You do not care about the aftermath of your action. You only care to see what you want come to pass. You cannot have my support or the support of any well-meaning Ghanaian. Do you know, first of all, the value of peace? Do you know what war is? This is not one of those things to play with. Therefore, this is my advice to the security forces of this country. The good law saying that a man's enemies shall be members of his own household is always true. To the president's security detail, I want to ask you this. Who handles his itinerary? Who handles his consumables? who drives him or checks the vehicles he moves in, and who watches over him when he's in bed. It is your job on behalf of the state to protect the president and the sovereignty of this country at all times. Do your job. If the NDC leadership is serious about their position as an incumbent, and if they care about their leader, then the NDC has an obligation to ensure his safety at all costs. I didn't vote for him, and I've said it many times on this platform. I didn't believe in him when he was coming again. But I have to deal with it because this is the path we have chosen as a country. Where does your loyalty lie, if I may ask? Are you more loyal to your party than the state because of a promise made to you? Will you rather see the nation turn upside down for a promise of a position made to you? Is money your main motivation? Do you love Ghana and all its people, or it's only about you, your tribesmen, and political party? We have a country to build, and nobody can stop it. If you are a president and you do what is right, we will support you. And when you don't, we will speak against it. But that's not the same as wanting him dead. That's pure evil. Whether you think Mahama must lead or not, that's not for you to decide. You already made your point clear in your choice of person on the ballot paper, and others did same. And this is the outcome. You have to get used to it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Ghanaian and you watch this video to this part, I want you to take this with you. Ghana is bigger than anyone's personal ego. We must use the laws and the systems to make people in power work in our favor and not waste time masterminding their failure. We have failed for too long. It's enough. It's time to also win. We have lost too many opportunities with all these former presidents. It's enough. Let's get some work done with what we have now, ladies and gentlemen. When the time is...
Hey, I can't remember. May night face your man penny that dark for pension, Nipa 129, the woo or transport stadium. Nako for no a day. Kufona Boneben and on sway. Nipa 129, the woo, not Kufuay day. A Kufuado pencil, you turn basses in you, can tampo Quemua Jema, a boom pine, Nipa 53. Na Kufuado no a day. Hey, Krumha, a that's a boy, Dako answering will be a better. Because India for no more sophisticated and you could have monitor no man. Plane to India, plane to and any 5 minutes. And a ship from the crash in Nipper woman na cranana. And there's no my bonnet bay. Yet to Croman and class or Marco boy justify or move by offense or umbertones, women could have be assisting women at once. And there's no good for I bonnet bay. No, I bonnet bay. Cromoha, a war and your first na your best experience in it. Nemo me and pie by your bonnet say some of them now which are avoidable. No, at the same quench, your car quench, and this is why I can't find any one pie say and penny for a bit my boy. No, my yes, I didn't have a free war because the one boy avoidable. Kenyan and say a plane to toy almost no my day. But the ordinary people need any bad J because you ever John Mahama did say John Mahama person may catch them with John Mahama, whether good or bad, he's still the president and he's working. Nipa no mawuno he John Mahama siniche will be our kurumuha because you appoint someone as your defense minister and there's only need that close relationship obi obetimi de ne nkwa to wa ma and na free John Mahama ansa no me na me ka kire wo sen John Mahama ne mana wa wo mu ne mu ba akokura ne wu ya wo nsu sa esu na wo su ma wo ma ne bo ama no because he trusts that man, he trusts him, but a sanity will be an account before you be. Moyana Moka, sorry for Naya Moka, sorry, Mokoba, Namabet, a card, Mabe, sure, no more. I know some young couple problem. But if we are saying to Wada, how you people can continue to jubilate. A would to send Mamma Professor J.E. Mills in a time soon or coy. Timamo,
Mpanifo no de mbo hu ni o na de beto tumuni na nakwasi asante region chairman ya ye dwom de amamo de aye campaign omo hu o TikTok no omo batra omo hu social media se wo kasa sese ya no omo batra de beto tumu no na se de asi no eye do enye obi ade nanso munya dibira mu fa nipa anya hwe nipa na ye boaboa mo ma mo benya tumi na mo bedi o ma ne so no mu bedi o ma no so amomfa anya hwe ahomaso ahantan o de ka bana moto de ani mu kura na ye pam nipa se nipa nkoto amram no monko amfam na de mu behuni o na de mu behuni ma ye dwom de ama NDC sanko famra de yenchio sanko fe John Mahama sanko famra de yenchio sanko famra de ya ye dwom ya koma mpani fie matie bu ha 4 days na watch na duane ntom yam because me wasante region makodi NDC achi maya nyuma mo na me sofa nyema ye basa me bakura school fees mitumi ntua wo company phone ho asie dunkatie hu a na abatra sa me demfi na be hu social media na abatra na je ne be hu a na abatra omampani yere ne be hu a na abatra mumfie ye di ya wo ye mu ye sugu muso ye chie to ase wadwaye pa ye ho na ye dware a ne ye kanche gumuso ne ye bomutiri so until you face consequences. What you say? Na kwasi asante reje chairman ni ludi mu de. Mo de mamu mfra me 0245 489635. Mamu mfra ye mayiska na ye de kra to ho aye campaign amom ampani na ba. Ma yuso dwomo no de aye campaign. Na dwomo chiro kra easy. Obi sha dwomo de na dwom e sha dwom. Na me wa sante mamu ya na ya nyuma man DC na me ho kire bi na komode. Na me ka mu mfi me munya hu de betomo se we ye plane crash the next time no anye plane crash we be ye flat crash what you say but abusunyafo a om bibia firim no ye momo yakọ na mpanifo na so dren om trimo dren om nya dibro mu nipa otiem se komo de okro mu view no wadi diamen no ye hey mo we ne yo na be jawi ase ho o ma ne bo amokọ o mo keka ho kọ ba jawi ase we ho waja pade na ebe ye ho ade nti na wunya sika nyame dom na bibi ba wo nsem a bua wo nua me nua pani wo ji wo se ye mua nipa emra ote ase ye ne ye campaign man DC ni ade no mu mfi ye wo kwan na wo kasa wo hu wo TikTok na abatra se dunkatia hu TikTok na abatra na je vice president hu na abatra we hu na abatra mo fra yo na mo ma ye sika wo na ye di ya wo yesungu ye mu bible se wodwumaye ni wo hoyi na katua fata no wodwumaye ni akatua fata ne nti na ye hwa adwom e dia mom ampani aye kampe ata na chi nyame adom ode na ba so nyama akoye na didigya wo hoyi animu na nenam se ma amfra ye na ma amma misika na menwumo na mode ye campaign me se metwime to ase agumo so saa su agumo so saa mpanifo na ndisi fo mpanifo ene o mampani metwime to ase agumo so saa enye de mo be hu nie mo mfra me 0245 489635 0245 489635 na kwasi Sante Reje chairman na kwasi fra me o ye fro kra wo mfa na wo de wan hwa de ebeto tomo Sante Reje ha no munhu wo de dwuma na ye campaign video no kra na kwasi wo mu bi mummu nipa akoma ne me school fees mintu ama bedi NDC achinte me ho nkire me anyum so mo de ye campaign sanko famra de ye nchio sanko fe John Mahama sanko famra de ye nchio san fisa wa ye bi pen sanko famra de ya sanko fa na ba ye ne ye toto nyom e di mochi mama koma de ye dia ye betu ye to ase agumuso be su agumuso anadwo da suom ne ye si apene ye dware ne ye pa ye ho ne ye kote ne ye hwa da so ne ye kanche ne ye tiamo you face consequences one tro se mo be frɛ kwasi nya akose kwasi fa musuo kɔ enyum na ye no sei jikɔ fa kɔ bɔ bra nya sa pa de mo de ye no kɔfo bi suo kɔfo bi di party na chi ama party na ba power mu di digya wo mo mfrɛ wo mo adidigya ni mu na nanam ye be su agumo so mpanifo ne be su agumo so ye be twa to ase be pa to ase agumo so saa manya brain crash kan kwanhia manya kan kwanhia afoso wanya stroke na akotibo wanim na akoti ewu ntumi no yere na akoti ewu so a no wa yare diabetes hospital ne etuetu akono de aduane a wo pɛ ntumi ni because ye di yawo ewo ye mu me ya nyuma man disi nkofo ka kire me se kwasi nya ko nyuma ya man disi kombe de o ampa komo so de me na bi so adidi ame ne ye ye munya hu no hwe ba busuafo a bibia to mo ye momo ya akọ na me hiro bibia hyem obi se kwasi nya ko nyuma mo de ye campaign no me tiem komo de me ma to me nko school to mo frɛ me na bibia me so omba ma me de abodwo tire no me sa me sabe koma no omo fa ma menya sa de bia betwi etu ase agu so ye dware ani apa ye ho ne ye kote ne ye hua da so ne ye twi etu ase go ma mpani ni mpanifo no so Ibrahim Mahama me de otumi ye mo fere ye na mo ma ye bibi ni na party no ye di e kire ye campaign nti se de wapoto no onchi so odi bobom share mo bi ne nkodu o ma mpani wo se nya sa de a ye be kan che ti o mo sa nya de o be huni ye sam bote mo dwe
ye be kuno akuni bi wo nkrofo betimi afesi NDC for squarely. That is what I mean, me person NDC for omuhu nkwasi asem ni John Mahama juma awodi juma yeso ye di wo mo e wo papa na sa plane crash ni be make sure say Mahama ye be kuno me akosu adolo of na meka Mahama ye be kuno akuni biem na ono de kokko boto na ye de ni be hyem John Mahama kokko boto ene ye de ni be hyem ni akekere ano ni ato atwe ye be kire mu pa wo kwan ye fa so a mo she kokko boto mu no Mahama ye de ni be se fertilizer boto mu ye be kumo afe na ma wiye Mahama so be wu obewu ye be make sure say ye kuno e twa ne yiriti ade a ja ne ye de be ye Mahama asojafo no de ne sa aka wo